Vishaya Vasana Anale Morachitta Sadajvale Ravi Tapta Marubhumisam Karnarandra Patadiya Hridemaji Praveshya Varishoya Suddhanupam. Yeah, Krishna Nam Dhare Koto. This is the power of Harinam, Krishna. We have heard in Shastra that the Lord is the supreme controller and he is very powerful. The very same Lord who is the supreme controller, who controls the energy of Maya, who controls the Jiva, and who controls the internal energy, supreme controller. He is in the Nama. He is Nama. He is Nama, Harinama. And we have only heard that he is powerful. How powerful he is in the form of Nama. This is Chetodarpanamarjanam. Vishaya Vasana Anale Morachitta Sadajvale. Sadajvale. Vishaya Vasana. Vishaya Vasana is our attraction and interaction with anything and everything in this material world for our own gratification. And that causes the forest fire within us. Morachitta Sadajvale. So our pain and misery is because of that. It's not so much about the people around or situation around or what life is doing to us, but it is because of this Vishaya Vasana. Ravitapta Marubhumisam and Karnarandra Patadiya Hridemade Praveshya Varishoya Suddhanupam. So this Harinama, when recited, we are hearing the Nama. And this is why hearing element is important. Yes, we are uttering, but are we hearing everything that we are uttering? When we are hearing, this Nama is entering through the ears and Hriday Maje Praveshya enters the heart. Same, whatever is said in Srimad Bhagavatam, that when we hear Bhagavad Katha, Krishna Katha and Krishna Nama, there's no difference because both of them are Krishna. When Krishna is entering, either as a Nama or Katha, through the ear and entering into the heart, Srimad Bhagavatam says that the lotus of the heart blossoms, the dirt gets settled down. So this is what happens actually when we are reciting the Harinama. Krishna is so potent, and if we are, it's not like if we are, because we are so chaotic inside. We have to understand that we are so chaotic inside. The mercy is coming. Mercy is in the Nama and it is coming to the heart. All we have to do is not put any blocks there. That's all. We tend to put many blocks because of whatever goes on in the mind and whatever we try to hold on to, like that. So many blocks are there. So that those are the blocks. Aparadha is something that is blocking the flow of bhakti. Those blocks are there, and that is why we are not able to perceive the Mahatmya of the Nama. Having said that, the fact that Nama is Mahan will not change. Same thing, sun is shining bright. I am not able to see or feel that, see that light so much or feel all that warmth or heat because of the dense cloud that is obstructing. So that dense cloud is the cloud that goes on in our mental and intellectual factory. Mental and intellectual factory that operates based on controllership, enjoying tendency, like that. That's a big cloud. That's why we are we immediately don't feel the Mahatmya of the Nama. But as we are hearing, nevertheless, the sun is shining bright and the Nama is potent. The Nama is potent. And can we go to the reflections, please, Mataji? First one. Okay, how powerful and merciful is this holy name? As a dense rain cloud, he can't wait to shower cooling and soothing waters unto the desert of my heart, scorched with Vishayavasa. The enjoying tendency, he can't wait to heal me and nourish me with his nectarian presence. Yeah. In this, the humble reflections here are more based on the mercy of Gauranga Mahaprabhu. Because his mission is to make impossible things possible. And Gauranga Mahaprabhu, what comes from Gauranga Mahaprabhu is the flood of mercy. So all these reflections here for the Mahatmya is based on the mercy of Gauranga Mahaprabhu. So far we have heard the reality, right? That sun is shining bright. And here we are unable to feel because of the dense cloud. Okay. But the mercy of Gauranga Mahaprabhu, the Nama that is brought by Gauranga Mahaprabhu, which is imbued, when we are imbued and guided by the teachings of Mahaprabhu, this is how we want to perceive the Nama that is coming to us. Our focus is not so much more about the cloud that is obstructing the sun. Here, our focus is more like how merciful and potent is the Nama, and how willing and loving is the Nama that it can't wait to get into us and bring and take away everything that is, the scorching heat, Vishaya Vasana. Take away anything that is unpleasant and troubling us. So the holy name, the Lord, Krishna, can't wait to get into us, to make us pain-free, take away the miseries. The Lord is all merciful, all powerful. So the Nama that we are uttering, this is what Krishna Nama is trying to do on us when we are doing the japa. Yeah. This is Chetodarpana Marchana. As much as we are paying attention to Krishna and Krishna that is present in the Nama, as much as we are paying attention, in the sense, as much as we are valuing Krishna that is present in the Nama, being in the moment, being gratefully with Krishna, that's all. Then it's like connection is established. Then the changes will happen. All the cloud, the whole cloud that is present that's present in between us and Krishna, that the whole cloud slowly, the dense cloud gets more thinner, and then finally it becomes a clear one and gets dissipated. All that happens with this gratefully present with Harinam that is given to us. So being in the moment with the nama gratefully, and then the nama, Krishna nama, will show the mercy. And the holy name given to me by my beloved Guru and Gauranga is coming from the heart and making its way to the tongue. The prema in the nama leaves its sweet footprints and fragrance everywhere as he pervades through my whole being, causing choking and trembling. Yeah. So this is from Cheto Darpana Machanam, and Bhavamaha Davagni Nirvapanam also has happened, because as the cloud, the dense cloud between us and Krishna is getting more and more thinner, more and more thinner, it means the I and my, that chattering of I and my is all being Krishnaized. Then Bhavada Mahadavagni Nirvapanam happens. Then the root cause of our miseries, that also comes down gradually. So Chetodarpana Marjana and Bhava Mahadavagni Nirvapanam happens like that. And Shreya Kairava Chandrika Vitaranam, this is and Vidyavadu Jivanam. Next is rivers of tears flow. Yeah. Then on, this is Nam Namakari Bahudani Sarva Shaktis, Trinadapi Sunchina, Nadanam Najanam Nasundari. Yeah, by that time, the holy name speaks from within my heart, moves on the tip of my tongue, and constantly dances on it in the form of transcendental sound. Yeah, this is the origin of the holy name. Right now, we are trying to pay attention only to, the holy name. It has four levels of existence. One is Vaikari. Vaikari is something that is audible, and that is to this level we are trying to pay attention. Very superficial one. Vaikari is something audible, and beneath that is Vaikari, and the second one is that is not the Manasika. There is a word. I'm blanking on the word. But Vaikari. The third one is Pashyanti. Fourth one is Para. Vaikari and Ma. Blanking on that. Starts with Ma, but it is more internal. Vaikari, Madhyama. Let's say Madhyama, but it is more Vaikari, Madhyama. Okay, let's just say it's Madhyama, but it is on the platform of mind. It means not only we are hearing the audible mantra, not only in the audible form, but it is actually happening within our mind also. It's not that, okay, we are just uttering the mantra and mind is going somewhere else and chatting on its, whatever it wants to chat. It's not like that. So the second level after Vaikaris, after audible, is to going a little deeper is the mind is also absorbed. That is Madhyama. And the third level is Pashyanti. Pashyanti is Pashyanti means seeing. Seeing is, this is after somebody who is very much established in the nama, Rupa, then the Rupa. Pashyanti is Rupa. The form and qualities are perceivable. That is Pashyanti. And then Para is, Nama, Rupa, Guna, Leela. Para is, the devotee is actually present with Krishna. with Krishna in the Leela. So, like Srila Prabhupada, a pure devotee, he doesn't have to really chant outside. Vaikari is not really needed for them because they are always present in Pashyanti and Para. So when we say holy name, these are the 4 levels. 4 levels. And what we are trying to do on a day-to-day basis is at least to just get to the first level and pay attention to the first level of Vaikari, at least the audible sound of mantra, like a tip of the iceberg. Iceberg is big. The tip is the mantra that we are hearing is only the tip. And here in this verse, the whole iceberg is being explained. How actually this Krishna Nama, Harinama springs from the heart. From the heart, the Paramatma is sitting in the heart. So that is the para level. From there, the Harinama springs, and that is para, then Pashyanti, then Madhyama, and Vaikari. So these are the levels that Bhaktivinoda Thakura is explaining. He's saying the holy name speaks from within my heart, moves on the tip of my tongue, and constantly dances on it in the form of transcendental sound. So we are hearing about Harinam from an absolute perspective, from the perspective of Harinam, from a transcendental perspective. Like, when the clouds rain, if we are getting wet on this side because of the rain, it is from our perspective. But if we are in the cloud, or if we are with the cloud, then our vision will be different. We see the water going down and then wetting the people, right? So that's the absolute perspective, transcendental perspective. So this is about that different stages of the Nama and where it springs from. And in the reflections, this holy name is given to me by my beloved Guru, and Gauranga is coming from the heart and making his way to the tongue. Yeah, in the reflections again, the mercy of Gauranga Mahaprabhu is blended a lot, because it is the mercy of Gauranga Mahaprabhu is very potent. So though it is the fact that Harinama is coming from the heart, it's making its way to our tongue, the mercy of Gauranga Mahaprabhu will increase our hope, and increases our capacity to receive the mercy more. And that's why the reflections are like that. The prema in the Nama leaves its sweet footprints and fragrance everywhere as he pervades through my whole being, causing choking and trembling. This is all true, because the mercy is like that. You see, in Dhruva Maharaj's prayers, Yo anta pravishya mama vacham imam prasuptam. He's speaking about the mercy that is being infused within him, the internal energy being infused within him. So that is true. That happens. That happens. That happens. It does happen with the mercy of Nitai Gauranga. So, and the next one, rivers of tears flow from my eyes, perspiration pours from my body. My body thrills with rapture, causing my hair to stand on end and my skin to turn pale and discolored. My mind grows faint and I begin to experience devastation. My entire body is shattered in a flood of ecstasies. This is also true. See, when we have a little experience of, again, all these Nayanam Galadashrudaraya, Vadanam Gatyataruddhaya Gira, these are Actually, all these physical manifestations, they automatically happen. See, when we are sad, we automatically have tears in the eyes when we are hurt. It's not that we will think we should have tears. No, it's very natural. When we are hurt and sad, tears rolling down is very natural. Like that, when Cheto Darpana Marjanam happens, in other words, when we are relieved of all these entanglements of I and my that are really strangling us, choking us. They are really choking us. And this, when those, when we are relieved from those strings of I and my, and when we are from our heart, when we are just genuinely giving everything to Krishna, because he is the proprietor of everything and everybody that is existing. So when everything is given back to him, and when our controlling and enjoying tendency comes down, just with that, not that we have greatest nam ruchi, nothing, but just with these only, the heart is lightened so much that the tears start coming from the eyes. The tears do roll from the eyes. That is also very natural, very natural. Just that we don't have that experience yet, but it is not too far for us. What is limiting us from that experience is we want to hold on. That is what limiting us. Hold on to whatever. Hold on to our thought, hold on to our view, hold on to this, hold on to it. No. Our priorities, we have many priorities than just lovingly serve the Lord. So, because we have many other small priorities, we have the related talk and chat and the chains that pull us back. That is why we are unable to experience it. But when we pray and voluntarily let go that enjoying and controlling tendency, the proprietorship controlling that tendency, and then, for Bharata Maharaj, it is said that his heart was liquefied and was coming down as tears down his eyes. Same thing. That's for Bharata Maharaj. Okay, he's in the stage of Rati. That's different. But even for us also, our body, physical body and the emotions are very much linked. And that is why when we are sad, hurt, the tears come from the eyes. In the same way, when we are relieved so much, it's a big relief. Such a big relief from proprietorship and enjoying mentality. Then automatically the tears flow down and the whole body feels lighter. And when somebody is in that pure state of service for a significant amount of time, rest of the Ashtasatvika Vikara also happen. That's Nayanam Galadashrudharaya. And the next one, please. While chanting such an ecstatic disturbance, the holy name showers liquid nectar on my heart. This is what it means, when we heard that heart liquefies and drowns me in the ocean of divine love of Godhead. At that time, they all go together. When we are relieved from this enjoying, controlling tendency, when our only desire and priority is just to be to be with the Nama. And of course, there will be a bonding that does develop when we are gratefully with the Nama. So in that state, so heart liquefied and divine love of Godhead. Yeah. Then in that state, there, the mellows of Sharanagati. We think they are too far, too distant. But in this state, when a devotee is with the Nama, with Nainam Galadashrudarya, all the thoughts a devotee would have is only the mellows of Sharanagati. Krishna Samsara, mellows of Sharanagati. And it says, heart and drowns me in the ocean of divine love of Godhead. Drowns and floats. It does feel like that because a devotee is in Krishna Samsara, which is a world of love. And he does not allow me to understand anything. So at that time, whatever conditioning that we have put in our conditioned state, all those conditions of I have to be this way with this person in this situation, etc. All the offense defense mechanisms are all of God. All of them are gone. All of them are gone. And for he has made me truly mad and has stolen away my heart and all my wealth. So at that time, that is the Nama, Rupa and Guna. Yeah, Guna, the qualities of the Lord. How merciful is He? And how merciful is He? How powerful is He? Well, He is in the Nama. And what power is this? Here I am, such a insignificant soul, really in Vishame Bhavambudav. But this Nama is so potent that it just places Ainanda Tanuja Kinkaram Patitamam Vishami Bhavambudav. Kripaya Tava Pada Pankaja Stita Dhuli. So it is so powerful that it picks up from the ocean of miseries and places this jiva as a dust particle at the lotus feet. What power is this? And that's a quality, right? Quality of the Lord. How powerful is this? We have heard, oh yeah, Krishna is powerful. This is really powerful. And the mercy. We have heard that he is merciful. What mercy is this? What qualification do I have to even receive any of this? And this flood of mercy. So like that, the guna of the Lord, the Nama, those become very much predominant in the devotee. This is as opposed to the self-centered thoughts in a conditioned soul. So, and that is, the heart, which was hot and dry like the desert, is now drowning in the amrita of the holy name. I am now incapable of seeing anything and anyone but sweet Shyama Sundara Krishna. That's the power of the holy name. How can that happen? Somebody who is in full of modes, how can holy name just do that? Just place in Krishna samsara and forget about everything, all the conditioning that this jiva had a while ago. Isn't that so powerful? So sweet. Nama has that. Nama has that potency. Harinama has that potency. Next one, please. Such is the behavior of him who is now my only shelter. I am not capable of of this. I am not capable of describing, I guess. Describing all this. The holy name of Krishna is independent and thus acts at his own sweet will. In whatever way he becomes happy, that is also my way of happiness. So all this is happening because of the devotees' Atmanivedana. If all the entry to the holy name, the mercy of the holy name will come more to us as much as Krishna's will is my will. I don't have separate will. And I just want to dance to the tunes of Krishna. I have no separate will. Whatever his will is my will. So the devotees completely, totally, very totally, voluntarily, happily dancing to the tunes of Krishna and totally dependent. So totally dependent on Krishna. So that's the next verse. Such is the behavior of him who is my only shelter. See? Total dependence on the Nama, on the Lord. In that stage, there is, a devotee may be in the mortal body made of this Panchabhutas. But internally, when they are so dependent on Krishna, with that Atmanivedana, then they're not on the material platform. Just that they are bound, they are framed in this material body, but the consciousness is not on material. It's spiritual. Right? So they are in the spiritual realm with the spiritual emotions. Next one is holy name is the bud of the flower of divine love. This is Rati, the abode of devotion. Devotees, wonderful mellows. Devotion's wonderful mellows. Such is the power that he manifests, that although he displays his power only slightly. Yeah, this is about that stage after Asakti, Rati. And being fully manifest, the holy name takes me to Vraja and reveals to me his dalliance. Love dalliance, right? Yeah, his own love dalliance. He gives to me my own divine eternal body, keeps me near Krishna, and completely destroys the mortal frame of mine. So those two are Rati and Prema. We generally call it as Bhava, but Bhava term is also used, Bhava, Mahabhava. So generally this is Rati and then Prema. So by this time the devotee, when devotee is chanting or taking the name of the Lord, so by this time there is no subtle body anymore. Even if the devotee is chanting or not, audible chanting is going or not, the consciousness has changed so much from within. They are, the second level and third level, the Madhyama and Pashyanti, a level of japa or being with Krishna, is already there with the devotee at all times. So that is the state of the devotee. These are pure devotees who are with Krishna at all times. That is Rati and Prema. So they are with Krishna. They are seeing Krishna. So Nama, they are fully established in that. Rupa Guna, they have difficulty. They have difficulty not showing the transcendental emotions because the service is to go on. So that is Rupa Guna. They are fully relishing pratikshana asvadana lolupasya at all times. So nama, rupa, guna, and then lila too. They are with Krishna at all times, because by this time their spiritual form is fully revealed and is operating within. And that spiritual form is completely made of the mellows of Sharanagati. And what we see outside is just a mortal frame of body when we see a pure devotee. But internally, what is operating is that spiritual body. In this way. What's the last one, please? The name of Krishna is touchstone, a mine of all devotional mellows, eternally liberated, and the embodiment of pure rasa. So as we have heard, the name, the nama, is actually coming from the Turiya, or the platform of the heart, or transcendental realm. Is actually coming from there. So now that the subtle body is completely destroyed, so the Vaikari Madhyama Pashyanti, the japa, is now the japa means being with Krishna. So the Harinam not only hearing, then they don't necessarily have to hear the mantra that is being uttered. It is emphasized for us because we are so beginners. If we don't hear the mantra, we will hear the mind, and the mind takes us somewhere else. That's why it is being emphasized for us. But for these pure devotees, they don't even have to utter anything outside, because they're at the deeper levels of japa with Krishna. And that deeper levels of japa, Krishna, from where he's originating, is he was never untouched, never touched by the modes. Just that we were touched by the modes, but by the mercy of the holy name, we are now taken from the modes, away from the modes, and brought to the spiritual platform. So, and the last one is nicely acknowledging our vulnerability and conditioning, but being hopeful because the Nama has all this potency. I know I have many gross and subtle impediments constantly wanting to block me from receiving this holy name, but I'm very hopeful and certain that I will be given this prasad of Prema Nama and made to Preeti Ashraya. This is pretty profound. And this stage, all these things, even the Cheto Darpana Marjana, what to say, what to speak of further stages. Being with the Nama gratefully at that point of time is something that can be done from our end. But with the mercy of Nitai, Gaura, and the holy name, rest of the stages will take place. It's not just our effort, actually. Our effort is to invoke the mercy, and rest of it will be with the mercy of Nitai, Gauranga, and Nam Prabhu. That's all. So at this point of time, I think we'll just pause there. Thank you. Thank you, dear devotees. Anything for you to say before we